Hello Libra. So this is our first video on the channel. Welcome to The Scales Don't Lie. I am your mistress of tarot and spirituality, your mistress of mysteries, Jay. So welcome in. So Libra, today is, I believe it's Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday, May 27th. And Spirit, I did a pull. I'll be honest. I did a pull for myself about something. And the energy that I got, I feel like I'm going to share it with my fellow Libras. Basically, Spirit is asking us to take a leap of faith, Libra. To put ourselves out there, to be happier, to focus more on ourselves, not necessarily other people. When something doesn't work, you always have the option to pivot, to make changes, to make a difference, to make other moves, right? So I think right now a lot of us are going kind of through similar things where we're looking for a change. And I just got a notification, so I'll take that as confirmation. We're looking for change. Not only change in ourselves, but our environments, our lives in general, love lives, people around us, etc. We may be looking at people differently as well at this time. Or you may be looking at people differently at this time. People that you have maybe a positive outlook on, it may not be as positive right now. And you may or may not choose to give these people grace, Libra. It is truly up to you. But I definitely feel like you're in a space, or we are in a space where Spirit is asking us what makes us happy. 212, 213 on the timer as I say that. What makes us happy? What fulfills us? What brings us joy? For some of you, you are looking for the moments, the person who will sweep you off of your feet. 231 as I just said that. So air confirmation. Some of you have found that already as well. Some of you are escaping, is what I'm hearing, a place of heartbreak. Maybe you've been in this space for a little bit too long, and I don't know, you're just over it. You've been patient long enough, Libra, is what I'm seeing here. Especially with the Seven of Pentacles, like you've invested a lot. For some of you with the Three of Pentacles, you're going back to school. You're learning something different, and I'll take that notification as confirmation. But you're ready. You're ready to make moves. You're ready to make changes. You're ready to go in a different direction than where you are right now. For some of you, you're about to start investing in yourself in a new way. Maybe you are changing careers or adding education on so that you can be better within the career that you're in. For some of you, you're starting businesses or learning how to start a business and how to do it the proper way, so you kind of won't betray yourself or bite your own hand, if that makes sense. Bite your own tail. But I feel like a lot of things that you've been sitting on, that you have been overthinking with this Ace of Swords, I feel like a lot of it, you're about to stop overthinking. And somebody don't want me to get this out. 411. You're about to stop overthinking, and you're about to take a leap of faith and look good while doing it with this Queen of Wands energy. For some of you, you have talked yourself out of your wish fulfillment on multiple levels at so many different times, and it's time to stop doing it. 435 on the timer. Yeah. 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is the truth. For many of you, you're about to see that your finances are about to balance out in a new way. They're about to become stable. Where they were rocky before, they're not as rocky now. I mean, just quite honestly, there could be people, if you work at like a regular job or anything like that, like a regular 9 to 5 or whatever your hours are, you can have people at work lying on you. Even if like you don't quote unquote work a traditional experience, a traditional job, you can have people talking shit about you behind your back. They could be hating on you. A lot of these people could be lying to your face at this time as well. These people could be trying to slow down your money by putting their mouth on you. They could be showing you love, but really it's discussed behind closed doors. Who sing that song? Straight up to my face. I got faith. What is it? How the song go? I got fake something showing fake love to me. Is that Drake? Either way it goes, you have people who have been showing fake love to you, and I feel like you're over it. For some of you Libras, you're about to take a leap of faith, and either you're working like a regular job and you're about to take a leap of faith and start a new business. Some of you already have businesses and you're about to start new ones. 6:36 on the timer. Some of you are going in a complete different direction than where you are currently, and it may shock people. It may shock people, but I feel like maybe it's taking you a long time to get to where you are. 6:54 on the timer. Just because for some of you, you've had a multitude of heartbreaks on different levels, in different areas of your life, and that heartbreak may have slowed you down. You may not have been as motivated as you were before to get certain things done. But we got the Ace of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles here, we have the Hierophant here, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Swords here. Like, you've been through some shit that should have broken you, and maybe even did break you for a nice little minute. But Spirit, with this Hierophant and this Knight of Cups, is pulling you up. They're giving you a fresh start with the Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Some of you are loving yourselves differently, in a new way. Maybe you're showing yourself more love, more time, more attention, more effort as well than what you may have in the past, Libra. Like with Libras, we have a tendency, and somebody just went live, so I'll take that notification as confirmation. We have a tendency to get stuck because we are showing love, and we have these I don't want to say made up, but we try to see the silver lining and the good in people, silver lining in situations where it just may be chaos. And most times, of course, that's what Spirit wants us to do. However, we can get stuck in that. We can get stuck in the Seven of Cups, in the illusion, in the delusion, and it can be at a detriment to us. So I feel like Spirit is pulling a lot of us out of that state. Our hearts, sometimes being Venus rule, 8:58 on the timer, can get us in a lot of trouble. It can also make us think ourselves out of our own blessings as well. 9:11 on the clock, because some of us, like, we may not think that we're worthy or ready enough for the places that Spirit is calling us to, that our ancestors, that God, whoever you call on, however you name them, are calling us to. A lot of the times as well, people around us, our friends, our lovers, especially with this two of Cups here, our friends, our lovers, our family at times can see the greatness in us, whether they hate it or not, because a lot of times they do hate it, they're jealous of it. They can see that in us before we do. And even when we see it before they do, it can still be threatening, I'll say. it can still be threatening to a degree. And people may not like the upgrades that you are going through, that you are experiencing at this time, Libra. How you're about to move forward. Some of you Libras are about to put your guard up and get a new car. You got the Chariot here, the Seven of Wands. Some of you are going to be a bit more protective about your career choices, what you got going on, who you have in your energy as well. You looking at people differently. You're looking at people differently, Libra. Things are being revealed for some of you with this new moon in Gemini. You're seeing more clearly. You may be more vocal at this time, more communicative. Some of you are being less communicative. Like, you're not speaking as much, you're not talking as much. For some of you, you may have a significant other that you're being more silent with. Like, mine was definitely not feeling me and my quiet time 2 days ago. Like, he like, ma'am, I understand that you are having your me time and that you are gathering yourself, but hey, remember I'm here. So with that, remember that, you know, there are people that maybe you should tell, like, hey, I'm about to go quiet real quick, da da da. But just make sure you come up for air every now and again, Libra. 11:55 on the timer as I say that. But you're gaining more clarity. For some of you, you're about to get a phone call, a new I was about to say a news notice, but it could be something in the paper for you. And that's an old school way of making notifications and things like that. But you could be getting some type of clarity. For some of you with this Two of Pentacles here, you could be juggling or going back and forth in your mind about what makes you happy with the Sun card here. You've kind of pulled your energy back as well with the Seven of Wands rather, and the Moon card. You may not be as forthcoming. You may not be talking as much. You may not be as giving either. And some of us Libras have to work on the people pleaser thing. Some of us are giving more energy, time, effort than what is warranted to a situation. For some of us, even a person. Now, a situation can cover a lot of things, but I felt I needed to say a person specifically, because some of us, we give and give and give, and the energy is not reciprocal, or what we feel like is reciprocal. But sometimes that is all that person can give, and it's up to us to determine if that's all we will receive or accept. 13:33 on the timer. Some of you are in that space where you're deciding, right? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? For some of you with the Lover's card here, it could be in regards to a lover. Do I go towards this lover, or do I nip this in the bud and move forward? For some of you, you are questioning whether your significant other is playing you right now, and you may be withdrawing your energy to really hear spirit about what the truth is about your person. For some of you with this Three of Cups here, it's about friends, it's about family. You're holding back. Not me here. Who was that? Simply Red. For some of you, love and basketball could be significant, because that's the love and basketball. Angie Stone could be significant because she did a cover of Simply Red's Holding Back the Years for the Love and Basketball soundtrack, and I believe it's played right there at the beginning, if I remember. I haven't watched that movie in so long, because hell, quiet as kept, It's a lot more toxic than we thought it was growing up. And shit, quiet as kept. You know what, Libra? So I was discussing this with somebody else, with the Gemini, right? Our fellow air sign. And a lot of people don't, I don't know, like, from what I've been able to see, we need to be mindful of what we are. I mean, of course, right? We need to be mindful of what we're consuming, um, because it can drastically affect us on a subconscious level of how we choose to move within our lives. Like, how many of us have ended up in a fucked up relationship because we were so in love with baby boy, with Jody and Yvette's dynamic, or Jody and Peanut, or how many fucked up relationships have we been in because we identify with Yvette, more than Peanut, or we identify with, who else? With Monica, okay, from Love and Basketball, Monica and Quincy. You see what I'm saying? Like, he could have chose her from when they was small, 16 on the clock. He could have chose her from the beginning. He looked at everybody else but her, knowing damn well, like, that's who had his heart. You see what I'm saying? 16:26 on the timer. He knew where he should have been, but avoided that. Now, the flip side of it is he was a young man. He needed to go through that, because by the time they did take things seriously and come back around together, even though I that double or nothing shit, it sits differently in my soul than it did back in the day, because I thought that double or nothing, whoo, talk about tearjerker, like Libra. But nah, fuck that. He should have been double or nothing to her. You feel me? Like, she shouldn't have been the one who was out there playing him for his heart. You see what I'm saying, Libra? No, 17 on the timer. Like, he should have been at her window, knocking on her window, trying to see if she'll accept him back for all of the shit. Like, you done damn near got married on me. You done went to the, you know what I'm saying? You done went to the league on me, all this shit. Like, shitted on me. Some of you are deciding who is right for you and who is not at this time, who's in alignment and who is not in alignment with you, and how you see yourself, how you've grown, how you change. You're recognizing, damn, am I overstepping my own boundaries because of this person, for this person? 1808 on the timer. Now granted, there is a little bit of bending, a little compromise when you are with someone else, because you're not just thinking for yourself, you're thinking for multiple people in the situation. But some of you are realizing, like, this isn't the person that I really want to see myself with. This isn't the person that I want to do life with, especially if everybody else in their life is going to have an influence on ours, on how they view me, their opinion of me, all of this. Like, you're seeing things differently, Libra. You're seeing things differently. You're seeing people differently. For some of you, your significant others, friends, and family have more influence on them than you do, to the point where things that are going on in your relationship between the two of them have been influenced simply because they ran their mouth to their friends. You could be becoming very distant. For some of you, you're moving away from home. Some of you are moving back home as well. You're buying a home and you're celebrating this. You may be having a housewarming party soon. Be mindful of who you have in your home. For some of you, you could invite the person into your home that will be, okay, so I'm getting this a couple ways, but I'm gonna say it how I was just about to say it. You could be inviting the person into your house that will try to or will replace you in your bed with your significant other. 1959 on the clock as I say that. So be mindful of who you have around you. You got some single people around you who want your person or would want your person. For some of you, it's not known who your person is or that you even have one to certain people in your life. But you either need to keep that shit on the low or just completely eliminate these people due to the fact that once they find out, they're going to try your person. Now, I'm not saying that your person is going to entertain this. I'm not saying that, and I just saw 2031 on the class too. So I feel like a lot of you, most of you have a good person. Like your person going to come and tell you, like, you know this bitch, like, you know, you don't need to be such and such friend no more. Like, you see what I'm saying? No matter what your gender is, your sex preference, whatever. I read for everybody. The thing is, there's going to be somebody who's going to test you and your person's gangster, if that makes sense. That you need to distance yourself from. There could be up to 3 to 6 people who are close to you or your person that y'all need to distance yourself from strongly. 3 of Wands coming out on top of the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. For some of you, you are going to possibly distance yourself from a lot of people when you and your person come into union. It's not that you are one of those, I guess you could say a pick-me type of friend or a fake friend where once you get a person, you know, fuck your friends. No, I don't get that. But I do get that the dynamics are going to change within your life, either shortly before you get with this person or after you get with this person, where there are certain people that you are going to have to recognize cannot be in your life due to your lifestyle versus theirs. 2202 on the timer, so 222. You could be seeing 222, 333, 444 a lot. Some of you are seeing a lot of 9s, a lot of 10s as well, because a lot of things are coming to an end to begin again, right? Yeah, you're gaining a lot of clarity. And I will say there are people at a distance who are watching you. These could be family members. For some of you, this could be a child's father. This could be your new person who wants to make you a father or a mother again or for the first time. But there are people who are watching you, who find joy in you, who are really actually truly rooting for you behind the scenes and up close and personal as well, whether they make it known or not, if that makes sense. Like for some of you, you can have people that you see every day who you don't know pray for you. 2301 on the timer, as I said that, who pray for you when they go home at night, who think about you when they see or do certain things. You'll notice these people tell you certain things. Hey, I saw this. Hey, I saw that. Hey, here's this. Here's that. You see what I'm saying? Some of you are also checking yourselves as well. About how you are bringing joy and support to other people in their lives. How are you showing up for people when they have their successes? Are you rooting? Are you clapping for them too? I do see, I would say within the next 3 days, weeks, months, years, you're going to start a business. Invest in one, be part of one in some way. For some of you, you're getting some type of a large lump sum of money. It could come from family because we have the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups here. This could just be you start a family business that you're able to pass down to your children that'll be successful with the 6 of Wands here. This is something you may have thought about, worked on for years, long before it came into existence. Like, this is something you've been plotting on, thinking on, planning before it was something you were able to touch. But I feel like once it's something that you're able to touch, there's no stopping you. Basically, this is something that's going to last a long time, Libra. Yeah. Six of Wands, Six of Swords, Star card. This is something that could put you in the spotlight. For many of you, this is something that could possibly even make you a thousandaire, a millionaire, hell, a billionaire, because let's not limit ourselves, right, Libra? But you're heading in a new direction, maybe even very quickly. It may surprise you how fast things take off with the Eight of Wands, but I feel like this is something good. This is something new. This is something fresh. Intuitively, you've already been picking up on this with the Page of Wands and the High Priestess here. But like I said at the top of the read, some of you have avoided this with the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, leaving yourself out of your own joy and happiness instead of going straight to it, because you were afraid that if you went towards this, that the news wouldn't end up being good. You were afraid that it wouldn't turn out how you expected, that you would be shot down. For some of you, you feel like the market is too saturated. I feel you. But I feel like things are going to come full circle. Not saying especially, but if you are here, Libra, and you are extremely tuned in, if you are a reader, what have you, and I apologize for the construction outside, but things are going to come full circle for you in a way that you haven't dreamed of, that you haven't imagined, or even that you have, but like I said before, you didn't think it would actually come to fruition. For some of you, it gives you anxiety to even think about starting over, starting fresh, because it's a burden. Let's be honest, it's a burden to do it. For some of you, you're thinking about how you have to end certain things, how hurtful it will be not only to yourself but to other people. For some of you, you may be completely starting fresh, like you're starting from scratch. But this is what Spirit has wanted you to do for quite some time, to have this glow up, to have this rebirth, to make this change. Spirit has been wanting you to do this. Your higher self has been wanting you to do this. But Empress card, Queen of Swords, and you know that's our energy, Libra. But yeah, things are going in your favor. They are going to go in your favor, whether you like it or not. 27, 31, as I said that. For some of you, something is going to happen between the 27th and the 31st of this month, where it's going to dramatically change your life. And I feel like spiritually, behind the scenes, maybe up close and personal, it's going to be a lot of people that are going to try and fight you about this, that are going to try and persuade you to do differently. But Spirit wants you to continue on the path that you have been set on. Take this idea and go with it, whatever it may be, Libra. Take the idea and go with it. Yeah, for some of you, there are certain attachments that you have had, that you've been fighting about letting go of. You're about to lose the emotion for whoever these people are, whatever this situation is. You're about to stop fighting yourself. You're about to stop fighting your feelings with the Five of Wands and the King of Cups. You're about to be emotionally unavailable to whatever or whomever this is. And it may definitely come as a shock. This is definitely a Tower moment with the Tower and the Devil here, because people have been holding on to you, have been trying to manipulate you. They have been just outright lying to your face, a lot of them. But Spirit has something new for you. Spirit has favor for you, has blessings for you. And for some of you, these relationships, these experiences are being blown up in your face and theirs, simply because Spirit is tired. Spirit is tired of you having this big heart, being vulnerable, being open to these people, being helpful to these people. 29 on the timer, and they have not been reciprocal, have not given back to you. For some of you, you weren't even looking for them to do it, but what's right is them giving back to you just the same. You see what I'm saying? People have not been right on a moral, spiritual level, like do unto others as you would have them do unto you. People have been ignoring that shit, and Spirit has been watching the whole time and is about to handle that. Some of these relationships are leaving your life specifically because of that. Like, okay, my little baby, they too good for you, so I'm gonna remove my baby, and I'm about to take care of you as soon as my little baby out the way. Understand? So just recognize, like, you are not being overlooked. You are not being left behind. I was feeling that too over the weekend. I was just telling my person about it. Like, yeah, you are not being looked. 33 on the clock. Like 333. You are not being overlooked. You are not being left behind. For some of you, Spirit has had you in a resting, paused, delayed state, I guess you could say, just because there's a lot of, I'm hearing clearing going on. There's a lot of table flipping that's happening right now. I don't know if some of y'all are biblical or not, or know the story about Jesus going into the temple and seeing folks gambling and doing all types of shiesty shit, 3111 on the timer in the temple in God's house, and got to flip, and Jesus nutted up and was like, oh no, not up in here, no, the fuck you will not, and started beating ass. You see what I'm saying? There are people who are getting their wigs split, getting tables flipped upon them, and getting thrown out of places, specifically your life, because of the fact that they thought that they could be the devil in God's house. Ooh, that's deep. Come on, Spirit. All right. But yeah. And in some pantheons, there is no devil. There are tricksters. But regardless, it's been too many tricks, too many games, too much of that, and Spirit is dead in that shit. Spirit is removing it. So remain grateful, remain positive. No, you can't be positive all the time. Like, life ain't like that, you know. Life ain't like that. But when it isn't the best and you can't feel positive in that moment, do your best to get through it. Know that there is another side of it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get through it. You know, my granny used to preach all the time. If you're going through hell, that's a good thing. Now, the moment you get stuck in it, then you might need to worry, okay, and pray a little harder, you know. But yeah, as long as you're going through it, there is another side of it. You know, you are going to make it out. But yeah, Libra, we have a lot of changes ahead of us, a lot of blessings as well. New love is on the way, whether we are giving it to ourselves or not. New blessings, new money, big money is coming through. Some of you are going to get new jobs, new cars, new homes. You could even just be doing something different to your home, just switching things around. Some of you may need to do that. You may need to switch up the energy, the placement of how you got things. Some of you need to go ahead and wash them linens or whatever, because I'm gonna be doing that today too, y'all. And get yourself together. Get yourself together, because Spirit is definitely about to get you together real soon. 33 on the timer as I end this. Peace, y'all.